Hello everyone. Today in our meditations of Genesis, we have reached chapter 3, and in verses 4 to onwards we see Eve and the serpent or Satan having a conversation, and Satan convincing Eve to eat the fruit. And we see here in verse 4 the serpent corrects, very interestingly, corrects Eve and says, "You will not surely die." So what will happen? Verse 5, "For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened." Yes, it will be opened, but for the evil, for the bad. And you will be like God, knowing good and evil. But the lie is here, because they're already like God. In fact, they're the most godlike creatures in the universe, because they were made in the image of God. So we see Satan's almost convincing argument here. But the sad thing is, in verse 6, we see something that shouldn't, or we are missing something that should be there. Which is what? We don't see Eve praying, talking to God, calling on God, or consulting her husband even. She made a very independent decision, without any meditations, any thinking, any planning, very compulsively made her own decision. Right? So we see, when the woman saw the fruit of the tree, that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom. So it sounds very good. Yeah, it's good for the food. It's good for food. So it's not poisonous or dangerous in any way. That's what she thought it was, and it's pleasing to the eye. So it must have been, maybe look like grapes or something, or dragon fruit. Very pretty, very beautiful colors. And very interestingly, women can see more colors than men, and that's why in many cultures they are the ones who pick fruits and do all that kind of work. And it says also desirable for gaining wisdom. So wisdom, of course, itself is good in many ways, but what sort of wisdom is being enticed over here? Then we see she took some and ate it. So she didn't even discuss, like I mentioned before, with her husband, ask her about anything. She took it and just simply ate it. And so this is a lesson on compulsive action without meditation or prayer. And many times in life we will have a lot of situations or choices to make, and unlike this Eve, we should take time to pray and think and meditate and consult. Bible talks about, with many consultants, a plan will succeed. Talks about praying and fasting and seeking the Lord's will before making any serious or major decisions, and of course having the right person in your life. And in this case it was to be her husband. She should have consulted her husband, and tomorrow we will talk about her husband's role, Adam's role. But today's lesson is, take time to think and meditate before making any decision. God bless you.